You're watching Rehab 2019.
We're so glad you have joined us tonight for the Rehab Telethon, and we're glad to welcome back to the stage our President and CEO, Mr. Steve Martin.
Thank you, Red. I appreciate it, and thank you for your commitment to the Rehab Center. You know, each year during the Telethon, we remember another young man and his family who were committed to the Rehab Center. One of the center's first 17 patients to come through our doors 66 years ago was a young man named Billy McDonald. He couldn't walk and he couldn't talk when he first came to us, but he had a unique zest for life. He was a very determined young man, and his positive attitude enabled Billy Mack to achieve many great things, just as our patients continue to do today. Billy Mack was an inspiration to everyone at the Rehab Center, and so 22 years ago, we created the Billy Mack Award to honor people with that same determination and commitment to the West Texas Rehab Center. Please watch this video about this year's worthy recipient of the Billy Mack Award.
For the past 40 years, as members of the San Angelo business community, Bob and Mona Housley have quietly made their mark in their adopted hometown. However, it may be their imprint as Concho Valley philanthropists where their legacy is even more important. But we're getting ahead of the story. Let's go back to 1976 when the Housleys moved to San Angelo, and in 1980 established Housley Communications Incorporated. Their business acumen and work ethic has resulted in a major business organization that provides underground, aerial, and energy services to telecommunications companies and cable providers across several states. Also, the business offers buried service wiring operations, outside plant construction, operating electrical energy and natural gas distribution, horizontal directional drilling, and municipal water, sewer, and storm drain services. Other services provided include a full-service security company that provides security systems to commercial and residential customers. The Housley family's move to West Texas would prove even more beneficial when their grandson Sammy was born and could not function as other infants his own age. Mom Cindy recalls years later how West Texas Rehabilitation Center in San Angelo offered her rays of hope and encouragement that in spite of the youngster's cerebral palsy, the rehab center could work with him, help him progress, and become as independent as possible. Many years of dedication by grandparents Bob and Mona, plus Mom and little sister Symphony, coupled with caring therapeutic care, helped Sammy attend school and college and learn to drive. Today, the handsome, charismatic young man is recently married and lives with his wife Natalie in Fort Worth. Sam's arduous and challenging journey prompted Bob and Mona to become truly invested in the mission of West Texas Rehabilitation Center. Beginning in the 1990s, they became key sponsors of the San Angelo Dinner Show, an elegant evening of camaraderie, food, and entertainment. Their role in this major fundraiser continues to this day. Also, many a Housley Communications employee has enjoyed a delicious spring chicken affair lunch for years, courtesy of the couple, to treat their workers to a Sunday after-church event which annually benefits the Rehab Center. And speaking of employees, the Housley firm is among a handful of San Angelo businesses which boldly step forward and maintain their commitment to hiring bright, young people with disabilities who often face hiring challenges in the marketplace. The couple's generosity spills over into their community support of various causes and helping fund projects without recognition. Bob and Mona are longtime members of Sierra Vista United Methodist Church. But it all started with a tow-headed little grandson who wanted to learn and play just like his family and friends. How blessed West Texas Rehab Center, its patients and staff, continue to be because of the love and support of the Housleys who live out the greatest commandment: love one another, and reflect the can-do spirit of a young Billy Mack, whose inspiration lives on today.
This is such an awesome family. They're so special to us. And I want to take a minute to read the plaque here. It says, the Billy Mack Commitment Award is given each year to recognize the recipient's unrelenting commitment to the rehab's mission of improving the quality of life of every patient who enters its doors. It is given in memory of the late Billy Mack McDonald, who inspired commitment from all who knew him. And it's our pleasure to present this award to Bob and Mona Housley. We love you guys, and we thank you for everything you do for us.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you and good evening. This is such an honor for our family to, and I have all my family with me here this evening. I want to believe it was in 1968 that we were involved in the West Texas Rehab when our grandson was born. It's been a wonderful experience. These are people that go beyond most. What I guess I'm trying to say is they just do more for people than you can imagine. I feel like that West Texas is so blessed to have such an organization, and we thank you and the people and the organization for what it's done for our family. We are very thankful for this award. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Bob and Mona. And now I want to introduce you to John Berry, who's the chair of the Rehab Foundation Board of Trustees. He's got a very special announcement.
The McDonald family continues to help sustain the rehab center. Billy Mack's father, R.W., and Mother Bell were generous donors to the center. They helped build our first building, and the estate of the family continues to support the center. I'm happy to present Steve this check for $100,000 to the rehab center from the estate of the McDonald family.
Thank you, brother.
Steve.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much, John. And thanks to Billy Mack and the McDonald family for inspiring all of us to help the rehab center.